I think the staff here are unique in that they don't give up. They don't give up. They don't give up on the kids and the families, and they don't give up on each other.
These are the kids that often get misinterpreted and misperceived as really bad kids, when in fact, their behaviors are how they're communicating. They're saying something's going on and it's terrible, and I need your help.
We're looking at prevalence data for children on the autism spectrum in the Somali community. We were looking at data from the child protection system. We were looking at just, kind of one situation after another.
I've been a member of Westminster Presbyterian for probably 20-some years now. And then I was first introduced to St. David's Center as a parent. Westminster started announcing their plans for expansion and how they were looking for a community partner. And so that was when I really first sat down with Pastor Tim Hart-Anderson and just said, what about St. David's Center?
About 10 years ago, we began what really was a bold vision to expand our campus downtown, add another half city block. And we decided early on in that process that we wanted a partner that would serve the community as we always have. This time, though, right on site in our building.
In the same year that we were given the opportunity to submit this proposal, our dear friend and colleague Scott Harman passed away. He impacted so many people through his mentorship and his clinical wisdom.
To be in his presence, you just wanted to be a sponge and absorb everything that he had to say. And he had such a profound influence on how I developed as a therapist, how I showed compassion and love, and I want to do him proud every day.
What really made us decide to partner with St. David's was its commitment to early intervention, to get in early with families who have children with needs that could change their lives.
Trauma really interrupts their capacity to show up in the world, to learn, to develop in the way that they need to develop and grow. Early intervention is so important because we're trying to help while the brain is malleable. We're trying to recreate these pathways and come alongside families in a different way.
What makes St. David special is the staff and the parent are connected.
Before I even start treatment on their child, I have to start with the family.
I once had a parent who she took 4 buses to get here, and she had 3 kids with her. During our session, the kids felt so unsafe. Because of environments, they didn't feel safe in new environments, and so they were showing that. So they started throwing things, they started hitting and climbing up things, and I remember looking over at this mom, and she was rocking herself and sucking her thumb. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, what happened? Something terrible happened to her. So she wasn't able to show up for her kids. And so these are like some of the parents that we work with, not always to this extreme, but sometimes they come with histories where they weren't taught how to do the parent job, or they don't have a support network, or every time they go in the community, they're being judged.
So building that relationship give us the chance later on to help them what they need support with, to do in-homes, to go with the families to the doctor appointments. And then by then, mom would notice like, okay, this is the support that I needed to help my child. And then you will see them advocating for the other families, advocating for the new mothers. This is the reason that we come up with the family support group.
They always here for me. It's like a be with the family. Whatever you have it, you know somebody's behind you.
I think the time and effort that goes into every single client here is incredible.
I couldn't ask for a better team. It truly is this extension of from Scott to Harman Center to just the work that we do every day. It is about showing up for these kids and connecting and loving them.
they're powerful people, and I think that sometimes they don't even know that. I think they can do such great things for these kids and families.
For every child and family served, something has been changed in their lives, and there is more need. So we are determined as an organization to be on a path for more growth.
My hope is for us to have a St. David everywhere, to be honest with you, because the needs in the community, it's growing.
We hope in the next few years to grow even more significantly, have more centers in the metro and outstate.
Without St. David, my family wouldn't be where we are now. Every family deserves that, to be supported as a whole family, not only the child.